Hello, beautiful people. I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use Spirit, my intuition, the tarot, to communicate energy frequency to you. Beautiful viewer, today's reading, I'm super excited to be doing with you guys today. And I'm feeling in the collective there is an energy shift of moving forward in whatever circumstance, situation you've been stuck in, stagnant, wanting change, maybe looking for guidance on how to move forward or out of a situation that you're currently in. So we're asking for guidance, and we're asking Spirit to provide guidance in how to move forward in our situation, either to progress the situation or move out of a situation, depending what it is that Spirit wants to communicate. Now use your intuition to guide you into the reading. I will ask that if you are developing your intuition, you come up with an object, an animal, a color, a word, a phrase, an item here that will come up in your reading to confirm that this reading is intended for you. Now you can use your intuition if you're resonating with the message. That can be confirmation enough. But for some of you guys, the only way really to confirm if this is your message is to confirm with Spirit something that you're going to see or hear in order to resonate with the message. We'll ask Spirit to provide us with 3 cards to guide you guys in with your intuition here for the 3 piles. So Spirit, 3 piles here for the viewers and the collective in regards to what they need to hear, guidance to move forward or on from a current situation. So we have, not that one, clear and concise Spirit, clear and concise message. We have the first pick coming out. Second pick coming out, and then the third pick for pile number 3, Spirit. Pile number 3, guidance. How do they move forward? Pile number 3. All right, so you might know by resonating into the back side of these. If not, we will flip them over and you can pause the video in order to guide you into which reading is calling towards you. So take a look at these 3, pile 1, 2, 3. If you know already, you can guide yourself into that reading. For those of you guys needing extra confirmation, let us flip these over. First pick here, we have open-minded with the number 3 here for option number 3. Option number 2, we have 18 with memories, or number 9. For option number 3 here, we have the number 9 with possibilities. So feel free to pause. You might be drawn to multiple piles. That's absolutely fine. Just means there's multiple messages here for you. All 3 could resonate. 1 can resonate. None can resonate. It's all up to you and your intuition and whatever you're resonating with. So keep an open mind and, of course, tie this into your current situation. I will keep the video running so that you can concentrate on whichever pile is intuitively calling towards you. We have 1, 2, 3. The timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment for your pick, and we will get into your reading. I will see you at your pick. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. You picked the open-minded with the number 3 and this beautiful baby here. Now, I did ask that you use your intuition to guide you into your reading. Come up with an object, a color, a person, place, thing, phrase, a song, color, something here that you're going to see to confirm this message is for you. Of course, you can lean on your intuition if you resonate with this message. All my readings are timeless, and the message was meant to find you. So please use your intuition here. Now, with this open-minded here, we see a lot of butterflies, a bunny, and a chick, a squirrel, a bee. There's lots of little, there's a dragonfly, another butterfly here, flowers, bubbles, and a baby. So any of this could be significant to your subconscious here. feel free to pause the video once I have the cards laid out, and of course lean into your intuition, whatever it's telling you. Now, what I'm getting strongly here, and we're asking Spirit for clear guidance and how to move forward in your current situation, how to move on. Maybe you have to leave a situation, or maybe you're looking for an answer on how to move forward in an existing situation. But either which way, we'll see what your message has. I do feel here that there is a need for transformation, and timing is in play. All right, so I feel like timing has a big thing to do with this. I also feel there is a level of maybe infancy here, or learning the ropes, or a young energy with the chick, the baby here. We have some fairies. It looks like a masculine, a feminine fairy here. Now, gender doesn't necessarily need to come into play, but I am feeling there's an energy here of youth, an energy of learning, and an energy of timing, as well as transformation coming through. Maybe we're not sure how to move forward here. We're feeling kind of trapped here in how to transform, or when the time is right, because we're learning something here is kind of what I'm feeling. But let's take a look for you guys. Beautiful pile number 1. And we'll pull some tarot as well after we lay all your oracle cards, which I've not looked at. So we have my breath connects me to life. The silhouette of somebody breathing air. So air signs might be significant. If you're resonating with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, or rising sign, this might be your message here. Okay, I'm feeling heavy Aquarius for this message. We have 19 with delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. The number 19 or the number 10, delight. We have the gateway here. All right, the gateway. More stars here. Stars always remind me of Aquarius. We have stars here in the background as well. We have number 19 coming out again. Might be very significant. 19 or 10. Soothing mind and spirit. You guys might be ending a cycle here, or looking to end or close out a cycle. Soothing mind and spirit. We have a lotus flower here. Now, I'm picking up a lot of blue. Blue is all about the throat chakra, and my throat is getting quite tingly. So just give me a second here. Drink some water. All right. Now, this is a broad range, but this message is coming through. I'm feeling heavy fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Heavy water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and of course, the air signs coming through, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy Aquarius energy, okay? So I know that covers quite the swath of you, but maybe you were looking to hear your sun sign here in this reading. If that was what you were looking for, then take that as confirmation here. Lotus flower, and we're seeing some, these look like cherry blossoms here. Might be significant for somebody here. Flowers, certain type of flower. All right, let's keep going. We have Archangel Michael, trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to grow. I was going to say connections. I do feel with the two fairies here, this might be in regards to a connection with another individual, but you are safe and angels stand close. I do feel this over here. I feel like sneezing. Give me a second. All right. We have the mudra of contemplation, number 32, or the number 5. Dhyana mudra. All right. So this assists in integration, balance, and meditation. And the focus here says, my mind and body rest in effortless contemplation. All right. So integration, balance, and meditation, contemplation. My breath connects me to life. I feel there's something you need to say. We'll see what these cards are, but I feel there's something you need to say in regards to your passion, in regards to how you're feeling here, or you need to, yeah, bring something forward in order for things to move forward. Let's see. What's your honest truth? Number 20, again, something you need to say. What's your honest truth here? Maybe you haven't been in line with acting or speaking your truth here. Let's keep going. Step ahead is all you'll need. Number 41 could be significant. We have number 5 coming out again. So we have 5 here and 5 here, and 2 19s, 2 number 10s. 5 is a multiple of 10. I am feeling that energy of 2 people or connection here strongly. Embracing the future. I step into the future with an open heart, trusting heaven. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. I step into the future with an open heart. All right, green energy coming through as well as the blue. So green's all about our heart chakra and communicating what's in our heart. So maybe we're not communicating what we're feeling passionately about or emotionally in our heart. Self-interest, 45, or the number 9. This gives me 7 of Swords type energy. So we might be self-sabotaging or flying under the radar, keeping something to ourselves here, not trusting. All right. We have building atoms, number 40. This is giving me the energy of, you know, when you, old folklore, when you pass on and you kind of go on the boat of death and you need to have 2 coins kind of over your eyes in order to pay the toll. I'm kind of getting a transition period here, transformation. Same with the butterflies here, in order to move on to the next phase here. Open-minded, number 3, body, mind, spirit. Also cooperating, collaborating with others is coming through quite strong. We have 62, number 7, turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Beautiful turtle energy, sea turtle. We have milk and honey. This is the equivalent of like a 10 of cups here, okay? Number 51, or the number 6, which is the lovers in the tarot. So destiny, also a choice here, and I feel it involves another. We see a face in the distance here in the rainbow. And an elephant, it looks like, popping out of this bowl. Elephants are all about fortune. I feel it's also about a truth here. A truth, speaking a truth, okay? And then we have fairies. Interesting, because we had the fairies coming out on this other oracle card here. I don't know if you could see the 2 fairies dancing. Environment, playtime, and enchantment with fairies. Okay. Before I pull the tarot, I normally get tarot before we do the first deep dive here, but I am feeling like we have sufficient cards here to pull a message for you guys. Beautiful pile number 1. I'm going to make sure we are all in frame before I start. All right, beautiful. I could probably shift these over slightly. So what do we have here? Beautiful pile number 1. We ask Spirit for guidance here on how to move forward in your current situation, or how do we move on? How do we step ahead here? I feel like there's something here strongly screaming at, you know of a truth. There's something you already know to be true. Okay, your truth, something you're feeling deep down that feels right for you. Either it feels like home, it brings you a sense of comfort. You can no longer ignore it. I feel like it is in front of you, it's around you, it's beside you, and it's constantly in your mind here. It's something here that's probably coming to mind right now as you're listening to this reading. Although I feel like maybe you either have been self-sabotaging, maybe in denial, maybe not really acknowledging whatever this is here, because there needs to be an action forward in order for you to align yourself with the greater truth here of whatever this is, in order to build a future here with this. And I feel like part of you might feel as though maybe you've never experienced something like this. You might be a novice. You might be kind of not quite sure how to navigate. So you've been avoiding, maybe just kind of chalking this up to an experience that isn't really for you, meant for you, or involve you. Although I feel like this energy or this situation isn't leaving. In fact, I feel it's been around you for quite some time. And I feel like maybe you've tried to deny it. Maybe you've tried to downplay it. Maybe you've tried to just kind of pretend as though you're going to continue here doing your own thing here, until I feel you're at a point here where you're acknowledging that there is something here that you're needing to address. Now you're at this reading clearly because, you know, you're wanting to know how to move forward in an existing situation. Now, maybe the situation you're asking about is something else. I don't know. I'm getting that for some of you guys because I do feel there is a sense of maybe trying to avoid something here, a conversation, starting something here because out of a fear of maybe not having the proper knowledge or experience. And it's going to take you having to transform, having to transition, having to move forward, having to walk through a sort of gateway here, okay? It's having you walk through kind of a doorway that I think once you walk through, you can't really turn back from, or at least you feel like once you transition, it's kind of like the new world here. So I feel like what Spirit is really wanting you to do here in order to move forward, clearly you're asking this question, is be really open-minded here, okay? This is going to take transformation. And I feel like whatever you have experienced up until now is enough to breathe in life into this sort of stage, into this experience. I feel you feel stuck or trapped or unable to kind of guide this. You're kind of moving in the direction of wherever this is kind of pushing or pulling you into within reason. I feel like you've been quite boundaried or guarded or protected here. And I feel like this has been because you haven't been fully communicative about either your emotions, your truth, or speaking something here in regards to what this means to you and your future. Okay, I think you've been in a place of contemplation, maybe reflection, maybe trying to align everything up here, and something feels a little bit uncertain, or something feels a little bit, yeah, like you can't really trust your full intuition here. Maybe this seems a little bit too good to be true here with the fairies. Okay, maybe there's something here that seems almost like fantasy. So you're not quite sure or ready to like bank your whole money on something here that feels like a fantasy. Although I do feel like what Spirit is saying, and take this as confirmation, if this has been an ongoing thing here, with slow and steady wins the race, where you've been engaged and dedicated here, and you've been building, okay, with the building and atoms, you've been building the building blocks here and making a foundation here on something that you can no longer ignore. I feel like it's kind of the elephant in the room. Okay, this is something constantly coming up here. And I feel like no matter how much you are resistant here or try to logically convince yourself that maybe you're not experienced enough or there needs to be something further in order for you to walk through that door, I do feel like this brings you a sense of comfort, a sense of home, a sense of, you know, this 10 of Cups is really two people coming together to bring emotional satisfaction. I feel this involves another person here, okay? Either a connection of sorts, maybe it's a business proposal here that you've been contemplating for a while and you're talking yourself out of it. You're not quite sure how to move forward. Maybe it all seems like, well, this sounds all fine and dandy, but there must be a loophole or something here that's going to be a gotcha in some way. So you're kind of really cautious in how you're engaging here, and almost to a point where you're being very self-serving, but it's also causing some sort of self-sabotage here because maybe you've been very guarded, okay? Maybe you've been in an energy here of trying to prove something wrong or resisting something here. I feel as though with the open-minded and this soothing mind and spirit, I do feel like your heart Your mind and your soul are all in alignment in regards to whatever this is. Although I feel like your mind is probably your biggest enemy here and trying to steer you away, or has been. But I do feel like there's been a shift in the last little while. And even your mind feels like it's being in line with something here, but you're not quite sure how to move forward. So how to take this as confirmation? I feel like your mind has recently accepted the fact that there's something here you're wanting to accept, you're wanting to acknowledge, you're wanting to step through that gateway. You're recognizing this feels safe, this feels like home. It's been slow progress. There's something here you've been contemplating for a long time. I feel like you understand your truth. Spirit wants you to take that step. Step ahead is all you need. One step ahead here, stepping through that gateway. And I feel like this has to do with communication. Okay, I think there is one thing you can say. Either you can say yes to that contract, yes to that person, or whatever it is that you're having to acknowledge here. Okay, you are safe. Trust the angels and surrender whatever concerns you have here, and allow yourself to see this miracle kind of unfold. Okay, just as a baby kind of is a miracle and comes about here and naturally transforms, that's kind of how you're transforming in this situation. The baby doesn't have to think about how it grows its legs and hair and matures. The baby just grows in a situation naturally, organically. I feel like this is what Spirit is wanting you to know, is trusting heaven. Trust that you'll organically grow in this situation. Although you might feel like a novice, although you might feel out of place, although you might feel like you're not quite sure what to do here, there's a need to speak your truth. Okay, what's your honest truth? Speak your truth and allow yourself to walk through that gateway, and everything else kind of organically grows. You kind of get taken on this ride, this transition period. You kind of allow yourself to go down whatever path this is, and this is really building the building blocks here for your future, towards, I feel, something here that is really satisfying, something that brings you closer to home, something that gives you comfort, something that allows you to enjoy here, something aligned with your truth. All right, I do feel like it's something that might feel like a fantasy right now, or something that feels almost surreal with the fairies here. So for a lot of you guys, like I said, I feel that partnership. I feel there's someone here that maybe you're not quite sure you should trust, and it's not that this person might have given you reason not to, although I do feel like you're just questioning altogether here out of self-sabotage, or maybe trying to self-preserve. But Spirit really wants you to embrace the future and move forward. Move through this gateway. Allow yourself to follow the guiding star. I do feel like you feel this is almost too good to be true. Okay, with the stars, this is something we see at a distance. We don't think we could capture it, or we could believe in our hope or dream, right? With fairies here, this is like fantasy. I do feel like this is probably part of why we weren't able to really move forward, because our logical brain has been trying to talk us out of whatever this is, because it does seem a little too good to be true. Now again, Spirit wants me to reiterate here and confirm, if you have been slowly investing in this situation, if this has been something that has been ongoing, at least I'd say for a year, if not two, for a while, okay, then you know that there's some truth here. If this brings you comfort, if this brings you a level of security here, if this brings you some soul food, if this allows you to feel aligned with your body, soul, and spirit, okay, in line, then Spirit wants you to allow yourself to trust the process here. Trust in the guidance. Allow yourself to be open-minded enough, and allow your energy to work with this energy here, that there is something unfolding in front of you. All right, but how do you do that? There needs to be a communication. I think for all of you guys, you might know what that is. Saying maybe yes to that contract, maybe saying yes to whatever this person is. Maybe it's saying agreeing to whatever terms, whatever situation, whatever circumstance here that you've been in contemplation. Maybe you've said no in the past. Maybe you've been kind of contemplating here in a state of not really knowing for sure whether this was going to prove fruitful or not. So you've been delaying or procrastinating or contemplating, but Spirit wants you to allow yourself to vocalize what your truth is here in this situation and allow everything to unfold naturally. And I feel like there will be beautiful energy coming through this with this delight. This is the frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. So I feel like there is this beautiful joy, this beautiful intense happiness that you will experience, and others in this situation as well, that again allows for this organic growth to happen here. There is no need to plan. There is no need to know what it is that your next step needs to be or strategize. It's just a natural feeling here. Now, we'll ask Spirit for some more guidance here, some more information, clarity in the situation before we ask for final guidance. For pile number 1, Spirit, what am I missing? What do they need to know in regards to the situation that they're in? What's the next step? What do they need to hear right now to move forward, move on? What do they need to hear right now? Thank you so much, Spirit. I am so blessed. Thank you so much for this message. Thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed, so grateful. Let's see what Spirit wants to communicate. Anything we've missed? Anything further in this situation? We have 3 cards wanting to come out. We have death, which again is that transition. Remember, I was saying this is kind of that death period where we are taken on a boat ride. We have our toll. We've paid the 2 pentacles. We're able to move on and not have to think about, you know, the transition here. We saw the butterflies, which really is this transition period where we have to transform. Okay, and transformation happens when we stop resisting. We don't have to think about, you know, as a baby, we don't think about how we grow hair or how we grow tall or healthy. We allow ourselves, we don't resist. I feel there is a transformation, but in order to do this, with this shuffle tarot, which I love, 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 by the way, the shuffle tarot, we see the judgment card. And the judgment is all about us accepting, reviewing situation and fact that we've been involved with for quite some time. Slow and steady wins the race, like I said. So if you have been involved in this for a couple years, maybe a year, maybe 2, you know, all within a relative time frame. If this has been only a couple of months, but you know, it's something quite small and a couple of months seems like a very long time in order to make a decision, then take that as, you know, proof here that you've been invested for quite some time. It has to be proportionate to whatever this, you know, the significance of what this is. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, this could be a partnership or a relationship. So therefore I say a year, you know, 2 years. If you've been contemplating here something, there has to be a level of acceptance. There's an epiphany. I do feel like you've come into an awareness. I feel like your mind, your body, your spirit has all come into alignment. I feel like you've done the judgment. You've done the review. You've come into an awareness, an awakening of what the truth is here. And the truth of the matter is that you know there has to be a massive transformation here, all right, in order for you to walk through this gateway. But, you know, how do you do it here? How do you accept and move forward? So I feel like Spirit is really coming forward here with this 8 of Cups. And this is the scene depicted in the 8 of Pentacles, which is the most dedicated card in the tarot, where we're putting in our energy or time or effort into something where we have an ability to be task orientated and dedicated. In this card though, with the 8 of Cups, which is traditionally walking away from something that isn't emotionally fulfilling, I'm getting an energy here which is we've invested emotionally. Okay, maybe not to our full truth, but we've been investing emotionally here. And see how all these different cups are kind of showing up. I feel like you've been around emotionally this sort of situation, or at least not, you haven't walked away from this situation. And I feel like you've got to experience different facets of this emotional aspect. Okay, maybe there have been times where you felt like giving up. Maybe there have been times where you felt like $1 million. Maybe there have been times where you've had to really open yourself up to an uncomfort. But I feel like you've been kind of around this emotional aspect of this situation, although I feel like you've been holding back, or at least you haven't been able to speak your truth. And what Spirit's really saying here, I feel, is allow yourself to emotionally give of yourself in this situation by speaking your truth, coming from a place of what you're actually feeling, okay? Despite maybe what you've experienced in the past. Some of you guys might have experienced, heartache. Some of you guys might experience where you've expressed yourself and you've been rejected, or there's been some sort of pain here based on an emotional experience, okay? But I feel like what Spirit wants you to know is that this should not stop you from moving ahead here and being dedicated to supporting whatever you're feeling emotionally. I do feel like there's heavy anxiety here, okay? Because I feel like the anxiety might not necessarily be in the emotional realm. Okay, I don't feel like it's in the emotional realm so much as it is once you speak your truth or dedicate your emotions or speak your truth here. It becomes, how do you practically move forward in this situation? Okay, how do you, in a practical way, support something here? Maybe you're afraid of changing your world upside down. Maybe you're afraid of, once you transition here, there needs to be addressing your practical world. And in this card here, this is all about, in the Nine of Swords scene, we're seeing somebody who is having a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, mental stress here. I feel like the stress here is about this practical plan. How do we successfully pull ourselves through something here in a practical way? Nine of Pentacles is all about success. It's all about us standing on our own, our independence, how we could build for ourselves in a successful way where we're not needing to depend on anybody else. In this depiction, though, I feel like all these pentacles are kind of patched up. So maybe you feel like you can't stand on your own. Maybe you feel like if you're emotionally dedicating here to a situation, there's like a need to kind of patch up things in a practical way, or having to hold things up because you might be anxious about, your own independence, your own strength, your own ability to stand strong here. So Spirit is saying mind, body, and soul. Okay, mind, body, and spirit, mind, body, and soul. Getting completely in line with speaking your truth. Everything else will unfold in an organic, natural way. There might be concern here in a practical way. Again, Archangel Michael is asking you to trust heaven. You are safe. Angels, stand close and surrender your concerns and allow the miracle to occur. As long as you're in line here, I feel, with what your truth is, what you're feeling, okay, what you're wanting to experience here, you have to allow for a transition. You have to allow for the truth to come in. You have to allow for yourself to understand that anxiety might be normal here. You're not needing to stand completely solid on your own here in order to make something happen. You're just needing to be in awareness of there needing to be a transition in order for you to walk through a gateway in which things will organically happen. Have that open mind. There's no need to really control things, right? I think timing is coming into play very strongly here, and there might be fear, you might be skittish, but timing is in play. So I feel like now is the time, and this could very well be, there is a time limit here in this situation, and there is no pressure here for you to, move forward or whatever. But I do feel as though this is coming to you for a reason. Slow and steady wins the race. I feel like you've been slow. I feel like you've been in contemplation mode. I do feel like it is time to act. I do feel and sense that time is most likely up, okay? And I feel like in order to get on this boat ride, this transition, we're needing the pentacles here, and maybe you feel like you don't have your two tokens here to get on this ride, or whatever it is to get on this ride to get you to that next place. I think you're putting a lot of weight on the practical aspect. Maybe you're saying, once I get that job, once I get that career, once I get that home, once I get established, once I pay off that loan, once this sort of practical aspect, then I can move forward. And Spirit is saying, no, you're missing the boat here. You're making a reason here as to make yourself feel like you're not ready or you're not experienced to transform and move forward here. And this is going to hold you back. You're needing to get on this boat here, and that you do have enough to get on this boat and to trust, okay? You might be self-sabotaging, like I said, and self-sabotaging by saying, once I have this or once I have that, or preparing in a way that seems logical, but at the same time, your subconscious is saying it's a way for you to, you know, make yourself feel as though you're looking after your own self-interest here, but it's not aligned with the greater truth here. And the greater truth is how you're actually feeling in your heart and your soul. You're having to really take a look at this judgment coming down in order for you to transform. This is the Death card, but I feel heavy judgment here in order for you to review your situation and get very honest, okay? But there needs to be transition, walking through the gateway, walking into whatever fantasy land. This feels like a fantasy land. I mean, milk and honey, we have the fairies. Walking through the gateway, we see the stars, which is all about our hopes coming true, our desires. I feel like we're needing to really understand our emotions. Water is all about our deep emotions, having to be completely honest about how we're feeling, okay? And talking our truth here. What's your honest truth? And once you know this, I think you have to communicate it. I see a lot of blue and a lot of green. What's in your heart needs to be communicated here, okay? And I feel that's the first step, and it will free you towards moving in this situation. So this is what I see here for you guys. Beautiful pile number 1. I am going to pull a couple of cards here for guidance before we wrap up. If you're called towards any other pile, feel free to join us there. I'm going to ask Spirit for some guidance for beautiful pile number 1. Guidance for pile number 1, Spirit. What can we communicate here for pile number 1? Beautiful, thank you. We'll pull 2 cards. Pull 2 cards for pile number 1. One went flying. Actually, we have more than one, but one revealed itself, so we will pull the dragon. And let us take a look. So we have peace. Look at that. Very similar to this card here. Okay, soothing mind and spirit. We got to close out a cycle here with the number 10 or 19. We have peace. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. Okay, you're being asked to trust here. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Okay, gentleness and calm. A baby is very gentle here and allows things to happen. So you're being asked to find peace. You're being asked to surrender here. Okay, and we have dragon with leadership, integrity, and power. Affirmation, I own my power with dignity and grace. It is safe for you to be powerful. You can be powerful and kind, good, humble, and gracious. True power achieves greatness and flows from the heart of the universe, not from human ego. Surrender any attachment to being admired, and you shall attract an abundance of recognition and respect. You have abilities that are beyond the ordinary. You shall be guided on how to best express them to fulfill your destiny and assist all beings. Remember, you can only give according to what you can receive. Take time to balance and vitalize your internal energies. So surrender coming through again here. I feel like you know exactly what this is about. I feel like you are empowered to do so and to act here. And maybe you've been in contemplation and you are certainly getting the enlightenment here to do so despite any sort of obstacles you might feel. I feel there is an opening here, a gateway for you to walk through here, okay? And know you are guided. You are guided by your own strength, your own power, your own integrity and leadership, but also Archangel Michael's coming through very heavy here with allowing you to know that you are safe and angels are very close by. All right, so I will leave this here for you guys. Beautiful pile number 1. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. You can hit the like button if this resonated for you guys, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 2. You picked the memories, number 18 or the number 9. Beautiful card here for pile number 2. We're asking Spirit for guidance on how to move forward. How do you move on, or how do you move forward with an existing situation? Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you've been in it for some time. You're needing guidance in order to give you some sort of strength or some sort of pointer in which direction you're supposed to be going here. So you picked memories here, and this always reminds me of kind of Christmas. It reminds me of a Six of Cups, really. And the Six of Cups is always about nostalgia, you know, a time where we felt safe. Maybe it's old friends, family, hometown, old memories, past people that made us feel like home or safe, birthdays, holidays, that type of thing. So you picked memories. Now, in order for you to confirm whether this is indeed your pile or not, I always ask that you rely on your intuition, and your intuition is going to either allow you to resonate with a pile or not. And sometimes we need extra confirmation. So come up with a color, an object, a person, place, thing, a phrase, a song, a word, whatever is going to come up here in your reading to confirm that indeed this message is for you. Now, this is timeless, so whenever you come across this reading, the message was meant to find you, although I can't confirm indeed that this is your message unless you're working with spirit. So feel free to pause the video once we lay all the cards, which I have not seen. I just picked them or shuffle them, and we will reveal them together. And once you pause the video, take a look at all the messages here. You might see something here that is hitting with the intuition. Okay, so we have some sort of like turkey, kind of an odd looking turkey. We have Christmas tree with all these lights, a candelabra, a table all set up for some sort of feast here. We have what looks like, you know, Christmas carolers, or like some sort of a, I don't know, like there's a top hat here, a gentleman wearing a top hat, and yeah, some icicles. So just feel free to pause in the video and see what you see. So here we have my high vibes heal the world. Beautiful. Giving me Saturn vibes. And Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. So you might have Capricorn, Aquarius placements in your birth chart. Let that serve as confirmation. We also have Christmas, which is the tail or the beginning here of Capricorn season. So you might be resonating with Capricorn with the Christmas here. You might have a Christmas birthday. Consciousness. Okay, number 17 or the number 8, the frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. All right, we have Trilogy of Light. Trilogy of Light coming through strong is mind, body, and spirit. This came through pile number 1 quite heavily. You might, if you are drawn to pile number 1, be guided towards that. Trilogy of Light. We have 32, twin flames, and soulmates. Wow, this is strong. I haven't seen this one. This is number 5. Twin flames and soulmates. All right, consciousness. My high vibes heal the world. Memories, we have Gaia, earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to earth and stay grounded. Heal the world. Earth connection, very interesting. We have the mudra of centering, the number 9. Prathiva mudra with centering. So this assists embodiment, centeredness, and grounding. Grounding coming out again. Interesting. Where did we see grounding? Well, we saw Gaia with earth, or Gaia with earth energy. Be mindful of planet, come back to earth and stay grounded. We have focus, present to my body. I am perfectly centered. Number 9 coming through again. We had 9 in memory. So you might be resonating with September birthday. You might be resonating with a Virgo energy here. Earth energy, that is Capricorn and Virgo. Interesting enough, might be placements in your birth chart. Befriend the word polarize with 25 or the number 7, polarize, coming through with the twin flames. Polarize. Interesting. We have creator with air. Okay, you might be resonating with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign. Could be in your birth chart. We have hearing messages from spirit. I am clear. I am a clear channel for messages from spirit. Okay. We have perspective with 35 coming out again. So 35, where did we see that? Pretty sure we saw 35 somewhere. Maybe it was 25. Okay, well, 35 is the number 5, which we have come through with twin flames and soulmates. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. 35, which is number 8. Okay, this is strength. Number 7. Okay, sorry, perspective. So what we have here is hangman energy. We have this upside down crow, gaining perspective. Number 8, which is all about the strength card in the tarot. That's interesting. We have comfort and hearth with a baby. For sure, if you're drawn to pile 1, I'd say go check that out, because we have the baby energy coming through pile number 1, and the number 11, which is twin flames number here. 11 is definitely a divine number here. Okay, we have loyalty here with the dog, and heavy fire sign coming through here with this fireplace. Aries, Leo, Sag. It's also giving me this kind of comfort, soulmate type energy, this home feeling, the safe feeling. All right, so hearth and comfort. We have poised, number 48, number 12, and we also have 15, number 6, which could be the lovers in the tarot here. We have crow spirit, the miracles are endless. Okay. And reaching your dreams, go for it. Reaching your dreams and go for it. Okay. So, beautiful pile number 2. Before we pull any tarot, we're going to tap into this energy here and what it all means for you. Let me make sure we're in frame. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so you're not really moving forward. I mean, clearly you clicked on this video either because, I mean, you've been following me and maybe you're following all my videos, or you just clicked on the title of this video because you are sensing yourself not really moving forward here. And I feel you're not moving forward because you're not quite sure what moving forward in this situation really means. A lot of you guys might be in a situation here. I am feeling with another person. Okay, you might be drawn to pile number 1 because that was also kind of a partnership, or yeah, like 2 people kind of coming together. I do feel like in this aspect here of what I'm reading, I feel like this is a divinely guided connection between 2 people in a romantic aspect. I don't feel this is like business or partnership. I feel this is either your twin flame, your soulmate, somebody here that you're not quite sure how to move forward. Okay, I feel like you're kind of in a state of taking things in, and you're not quite sure because of either you're seeing a lot of things that don't quite make sense. Maybe you're kind of in a situation here where there's a lot of contradictory information. Maybe you're kind of completely lost in this situation and you're not sure exactly what it all means, because I feel like either you're right in the middle of a twin flame journey here, or you've met somebody here, but there's a lot in which you're questioning. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is you're kind of frozen here, or you're not moving because you're trying to make sense of what this is or what this all means. So confirmation for you, beautiful pile number 2. It takes 2 people, obviously, to make a relationship or make things happen. You can only really be in control of self. And what Spirit is really saying is, in times where you're feeling stuck, where you're feeling like maybe your person, your twin flame, your soulmate, whatever person is here is not allowing things to progress, instead of it causing polarization, instead of it causing you to pull away, this should cause you to get closer to your own self, allow you to look and peer deeper within your own truth, within your own self, allow you to trust, okay, trust in your ability to be in touch with your intuition and know that you've experienced what you've experienced for a reason here. There is a greater purpose here, and I feel like with twin flames, even with soulmates, there is a greater purpose of bringing healing to the world, okay? With twin flames, generally, two individuals are brought together to push each other to ascend to their greatest version in order to bring healing to the world. With soulmates, we can create beautiful children. We can create a future here that also impacts the world around us for a positive way. Now, what I am feeling for some of you guys here, okay, this is like a blended energy. I'm feeling there is involvement with a soulmate and an involvement with a twin flame. So this could get quite messy, because when we have a soulmate, we're in love, we've experienced something, maybe we've had children, maybe we got married, maybe we've had a half a lifetime here, and we're meeting our twin flame. So we're now kind of involved in an energy here that is quite intense, okay? And what Spirit is wanting you to know is the more in tune you are and aware of what is going on around you, what you're feeling, what you're getting from downloads, what you're experiencing here, not to reject, not to create a polarization here, but to know that you're the creator of your own future here, okay? So be open to what you're getting from Spirit. This can come in a way of dreams, YouTube messages, you know, if you're seeing a message here, you might come in contact with a certain person, a certain word. You are channeling messages from Spirit that is going to guide you throughout this journey. I do feel like you're kind of maybe at the beginning stages or maybe amidst the journey here, and it's, you know, it is polarizing, because we could be pulled into what we've experienced with our soulmates, what we know to be true, speaking to our heart, and our heart might also be calling towards us in regards to our twin flame, okay? And our twin flame might be pulling us in a direction to create something new, to be more in line with what we're supposed to be doing, to bring us closer to our purpose here, okay? So Spirit wants you to know miracles are endless. Your purpose here on earth is endless, really, okay? You only cap it based on whatever you're telling yourself your capabilities are. Whatever your abilities are, you're kind of capping yourself. So Spirit wants you to know you are capable of really transcending through all of this and really reaching your dreams here, okay? Go for it. Spirit wants you to know that whatever you're experiencing in the here and now does not take away from past memories, past experiences, past people, past soulmates. There could be, you know, two truths coinciding here. And I feel like one energy makes you feel very, very safe. Okay, and it makes you feel safe because I feel like you know what to expect here. Okay, so you are connected to this energy, but I also feel like there is a deep knowing and a deep awareness that your twin flame, or an energy here that challenges you and pushes you towards your greatness, might feel uncomfortable here. It's all about perspective. It's all about how we utilize our inner strength, okay, with the number 8 here. I am feeling that strength card, which is our courage to face things we might fear. It's all about self. It's all about willpower. It's all about how we find the courage to move forward. And we might have to face challenges that we might have avoided. And it might be easy to stick in our comfort zone. Okay, it might be easy to stick to our soulmate. It might be easy to stick to things we know. It might be easy to stand still. And maybe there is comfort. But there's also a need for us to allow ourselves to push ourselves to our greatest being, okay? For us to grow as an individual here for our greatest purpose. And I feel this brings in an energy here of you serving as a healing energy for the world. Not only you, but your twin flame here, okay? On a deeper level here that I feel you and your soulmate might have not have been able to accomplish here. Now, is that okay if you stay in an energy here with your soulmate? Absolutely fine. What Spirit is saying is not to be so difficult on yourself, but be very aware. be very aware not to trick yourself or your mind to get involved here, where you start to create a polarization, you know, based on maybe coming from a place of fear, maybe fighting any sort of messages you're getting from Spirit here, because Spirit wants you to know that you're amidst experiencing a journey here that's going to push you outside of your comfort zone, going to give you a new perspective here, see things completely different, bring your mind, body, and spirit all into union here in order for you to really push yourself outside of your comfort zone, to get very centered with who you are as an individual, go for your dreams, and know that whatever miracles you're able to bring forth, there is no cap, okay? I do feel like this is divinely guided, and I do feel like there is a need to get grounded. So if you're feeling kind of spacey, if you're feeling kind of, you know, floating in and out here, if you are in between soulmate, twin flame type energy, there's a need to get grounded, a need to really be mindful of your own body, of your own presence, get very aware of what's going on around you. Okay, one day at a time here. You don't need to see the big picture here, but know that you're creating your future. And I do feel like meditation is huge here because it allows you to be connected to the earth. Okay, so you can watch, you know, my energy videos here, and cleansing your energy. Just, it kind of brings you to the core of the earth. If you're attaching yourself with the core to the earth from your root chakra, you're now being grounded. You're now allowing yourself to be tied to Gaia, earth energy, and allow yourself to flow energy here. Be open to the messages you're getting here from Spirit, okay? I know this is a very specific message here for you guys, but I feel like some of you guys might be stuck, not knowing how to transition, maybe not knowing how to move forward, maybe move on from a soulmate to a twin flame. Again, can you stay with your soulmate? Absolutely. You know, there's nothing here that says you have to walk the twin flame journey, but I feel like when you are on a twin flame journey here, your soul, your spirit made a contractual agreement with, when you're in between lives, you don't even have to believe in past lives to know that there is a deeper purpose here for you on earth that you're either agreeing to on a subconscious level here, and you might, you know, stay complacent. You might not want to go down this path. You might want to remain, you know, in a comfort zone here, but Spirit is asking you to at least acknowledge, you know, at least see what your the situation in which you're in, get a perspective here, and be very present and aware, and get in alignment, because your true self is an energy here that's bringing a lot of healing to the world and a lot of great power. There really is a decision here that you're needing to make, and I feel like this decision brings about a lot of miracles here on earth and for yourself. Okay, this is following your divine calling or divine path or divine purpose. Okay, and Spirit really wants you to go for it, not be held back by fear. If you are actively making the decision to stay, then that's a decision you're making, not out of fear, but out of a decision you're making. Okay, so if we're acting out of fear, then that's one thing. So be present, be aware, don't act in fear. Allow yourself to download any messages, dreams, energies, synchronicities you're getting from Spirit in order to guide you. You're the creator of your future. Get centered by grounding yourself, either through meditation or allowing yourself to, you know, accept where you are, but get very present in the moment here, okay? And don't allow yourself to be completely thrown off by any sort of polarizing energy, which is what our twin flame generally does. It pushes us out of our comfort zone in order to really bring these fears about us so that we can really shine a spotlight in how we've been living our life, what decisions we're making. All right, so this is what I'm seeing here for you guys. Beautiful pile number 2. I recognize this is a very specific message. Might only resonate for a couple of you guys, and that's absolutely fine. You're not always going to find a message here that's for you. Beautiful pile number 2. I hope this is resonating with some of you guys. Let's ask Spirit for some clarity here. Some clarity before we get into guidance. Some further information I might have missed for beautiful pile number 2, Spirit. What do you want to communicate? What further do we need to communicate? Thank you so much for this information. I am so blessed, And thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed, so grateful. Let's see, what further do you need to hear right now? So we have the King of Pentacles, and this is the scene from the Chariot. Okay, Chariot's all about movement. It's also about our dark and light attributes. Okay, this is the polarizing, the dark, the light, the masculine, the feminine, duality. Okay, how do we move forward? How do we move through this? It's okay to move slowly, right? It's okay to move slowly. You see the moon here on his shoulder. Moon is all about fear, emotions, facing our fears, but having to move forward anyway, right? Whether we move slow, but we have forward movement. Here we have the 10 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Cups. So 6 of Cups to me is soulmate energy coming through again. Okay, the 6 of Cups is soul recognition. You don't have to believe in past lives, although this could be an energy that you've contractually agreed upon in a past life, okay, to come together. Your soulmate, some energy here that is coming into recognition. There's a soul recognition, okay? There's an experience here that you're wanting to invest in here. 6 of Cups is that soulmate energy, is that recognition, is, like I said, the energy I was getting from this memories, okay? So we could be, you know, in a soulmate relationship right now, investing in this, and we could be, you know, experiencing or thinking about our twin flame. We're getting downloads. We have an understanding, an idea here of something that is long-standing. How do we balance the two? Okay, 6 is all about balance. I feel like what Spirit really wants you to do is become an awareness of what's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. This is the 10 of Cups in the Shuffle Tarot, which is depicted here in the scene of the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles is all about family. It's all about complete emotional fulfillment, and also about, you know, how do we plan for our future stability. You know, it's all about family coming together, planting stability, legacy. It's something that could stand the test of time. But I feel like Spirit's message here is allowing this to be focused on a deep sense of what we're feeling, okay, with the emotions here, with the cups. This is all about how we're feeling, what's really driving us, what really makes us kind of want to invest our time, our energy, and our effort, right? That's what's going to bring forward our legacy, our stability, our future, our family. That's what's going to build this structure that's going to last the test of time. We can't build it on something that might appear on the outside as something that is stable. It has to be something built on, you know, where our heart is, where the heart of the issue is. And that's where Spirit wants you to invest. Spirit wants you to move in this direction. Okay, so take this as confirmation for those of you guys who are kind of going back and forth. Maybe you were unsure, maybe you were polarized, maybe you weren't quite understanding what you're experiencing here. Spirit is wanting you to lean in on where your emotions are at here, that, you know, that that you can depend on, that's going to build this beautiful stability here, and this legacy. I do feel as though for some of you guys, you know, maybe you're experiencing a twin flame situation here that might jeopardize what you've built here for yourself. You know, so it could be a very tough situation here. And some of you guys might be deciding to choose your soulmate here, okay? Because you've built a family legacy here, your family and your stability, and that's absolutely fine, okay? And that's absolutely fine to keep your twin flame in your 5D. If that's what you're at right now, then that's what's kind of happening here, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Move towards investing what's going to give you the greatest outcome. And if your twin flame is not putting forward energy there, don't invest. All right, we don't invest in individuals who don't invest in us, or who might be, you know, breadcrumbing or not allowing things to progress. So let's take a look here at some guidance from Spirit. All right, Spirit, some guidance. Can we provide some guidance for beautiful pile number 2 in regards to their situation? How do they move forward? What do they need to do? Thank you, Spirit. We do have Parrot. And I'm going to pull one of these cards. Oops. Drop the tarot. One of these guidance cards for you guys. Beautiful pile number 2. We have balance. All right, so let's take a look at these. We have parrot, pleasure, fun, and connection. Affirmation, I am vibrant, playful, and free. Open your heart to loving and supporting others and allow them to love and support you also. Trust your natural desire to reach out to others. You will be able to discern the relationships that are healthy and nourishing from those that are not right for you. Listen to your intuition. You have deeper connections with others on this planet than you may recognize. Your life is meant to be joyful, and you are asked to support this by making more time for play. Give yourself permission to enjoy your natural beauty. Preen and strut your stuff in a way that feels good for you. Balance. I find balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. All right, so what am I seeing here? There is no right or wrong answer. If you're looking for soulmate, twin flame, whatever it may be, what Spirit is saying, if you're not getting supported here by your twin flame or your soulmate for that matter, you're needing to move in what makes you joyful here. You're needing to allow yourself to tap into connection here, have some fun, allow yourself the pleasure. Clearly, there is tough decisions to be made here. If you outgrown a situation with an individual here, there's a need to accept your own happiness, listen to your intuition, listen to your guidance, find balance here, okay? Body and soul. And I feel like with mind too, mind could be tricky because the mind might want to polarize things. The mind might want to create duality. So when we are able to shut out fear, when we're able to, use our own willpower and strength to sit there and bring ourselves into balance, be really connected to earth, I feel we make the best decisions. So Spirit really wants you to meditate, be present, be aware, get grounded, okay, and know that there's a greater purpose here. You're bringing high vibes to the world. You're bringing healing to the world, regardless of whether you are following in a twin flame journey or you are sticking to a soulmate here. There's a need for you to follow your bliss, follow your joy, invest in a partner that is reciprocating to you and making you feel, safe. Although, again, with twin flame, we might feel out of our comfort zone, although we cannot be acting out of fear. We have to know that we are embracing truth, okay? So I feel that that is key here because something might feel not familiar, okay? Twin flames do not feel familiar here, and we might push this away because of fear. So we need to recognize, when's our fear making us act, and where are we sitting in alignment and following our truth. So get into balance, get grounded, understand that your happiness and your joy and your contentment is really what Spirit wants you to go for here, okay? There is really, like with the miracles are endless, there's really an uncapped potential here for you to find this joy, find this bliss. All right, so this is what I have for you guys. Beautiful pile number 2. I hope this resonated. I know it's very specific. Leave a comment, leave a like. If this did not resonate, please go check out another pile. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. If you're interested, leave a like at this time, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 3. You picked possibilities. Number 9, beautiful card. You're intuitively called towards this pile. Now, if you're very in tune with intuition, just use that to know whether this is your pile or not. If you're resonating, for those of you guys developing an intuition, I do ask that you come up with either a person, place, thing, color, object, animal, phrase, song, something that you're going to see in this reading that will indeed confirm to you that this is your reading, because there is no way for me to confirm this message is for you. Beautiful pile number 3. So what do I get from this card? Well, we do see the mirror here, all right, and I feel like the mirror is always when we're being asked to see something about ourselves. Maybe we're not wanting to see, or maybe we're focused on another area here. You might be focused on an area here that might not be helping. I don't know. This is kind of what I'm picking up intuitively, okay? So feel free to pause the video once we lay all the cards out. If you do see something here that you were asked to see by your intuition, take that as confirmation this is your pile. Let's pull the cards. I have not looked at them. And then we'll pull some tarot as well. Where there's a will, there's a way. So some poppies and some daisies in the meadow. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. We have 21, Divine Feminine, or the number 3. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Well, that's powerful. Divine Feminine. So we have sorrow coming up. This looks like Mother Mary. Sorrow. All right, we have Mother Healing. Interesting. Number 44, or the number 8. Mother Healing. Divine Feminine. Okay. We have Radha with Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship, harmony, and healing. Interesting. And we have the lotus flower here. We have the mudra number 20 with Radiant Light. Surya Mudra. So this says, assists in clarity, personal power, and self-esteem. The focus, my inner light is vibrant, luminous, and alive. Radiant Light. We have bliss is worth creating from and from. Okay, so bliss is worth creating from. Number 26, or the number 8. 8 coming through again. 8 is the strength card in the tarot, which is all about our self-courage, willpower, ability to face our fears. Okay, we have igniting courage. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. Yes, we were feeling that with the number 8, igniting courage. We have curiosity, number 11, a very destined number here, 11. Okay, curiosity. We have life breath with the number 27, or the number 9, life breath. Looks like a heart with valves here. Interesting. Oh yeah, you guys got 3 of these cards, so let's pull this. You guys are the only ones that got 3 of these animal oracle cards. So we have Peacock, Let It Shine, number 46, or the number 10. It's all about the confidence, the radiant light, courage. We have Bee Spirit, Sweet Results Await, number 7. And we have Frog Spirit, Clear Out the Clutter, number 28. Number 10 coming out again. We have Peace, number 23, or the number 5. And finally, we have Food, Nourishment, Relationships, and Health. Let's put this over here. And let's put this over here. Before we pull the tarot, let us start this reading, and then we'll pull some tarot. Pile number 3. Give me a minute here to pick up your energy of what you're needing to hear here. So maybe you're stuck in a situation, or you're wanting to move forward or out of something here. How do you move forward? How do you progress? How do you release? How do you move on? Let's see what Spirit wants to guide you here with this message. Okay. Beautiful pile. Number 3. You're in a situation here, and I think you're really fixated or focused on some idea of what it's going to take in order for you to move it forward. So you've been either really constantly trying the same thing over and over and over again. And you know what that means when we start to repeat things here, it's like insanity, right? If we're not getting the results we want, Spirit asks us and guides us to do something different. Although I think you're constantly still trying the same thing, okay? And you're hoping for different results here. And I think your answer is in the least likely thing that you're wanting to do, unfortunately. And I think that's where your answer lies, okay? And I feel like you really need to look here. And I think you're going to have to be courageous, because I think the courage here lies in you doing something maybe that you're not quite wanting to do. Now, of course, if you don't want to do something, you don't have to do anything. That's not what I'm saying here. But I feel like you're wanting the results of whatever this is real bad, but there is a tunnel sort of vision here in not allowing yourself to go down the path of doing something here that I think is, you know, is something that you haven't really tried or really kind of looking at doing here, because I feel what this is doing is peeling back something here that might not be pleasant, but what this does is heal you from a sort of an experience here. And I feel you're needing to experience this in order for you to move forward and let yourself kind of patch up some sort of past trauma, some mother wound, some experience you have here that caused pain. And I feel like you've already kind of tried to put this behind you. Maybe you're not focused there, you're not looking, but I feel you're carrying this around, okay? You're carrying this around whether you recognize it or not. It's subconsciously, it's sitting there. Some mother wounds, some experience you've had. Now, again, you don't have to believe in the past life, but you might have experienced it in a past life. If not, it could have been in this lifetime. Okay, whatever is resonating for you. But I feel like there is some trauma. There is a gap here, or not even a gap, sorry, wrong word. There's a clog, I think is what it is. And the clog here is an experience that you've had that caused some sort of trauma that needs to be reviewed. And in order for you to get moving in whatever situation, it's not connected, okay? I don't think it's connected for a lot of you guys, these two circumstances. But in order for you to move forward with the situation or the circumstance, there needs to be addressing some sort of wound, some sort of trauma, some sort of situation, some sort of healing needs to happen. And I feel like you've been doing everything to kind of skirt your way around it, not address it, go kind of, you know, around it, like I said. But the only way through making this happen is to go through whatever this is, address whatever this is in a confident way. I feel like you're not only able to, you know, accomplish healing here, but you shine a light here on something here that you've been carrying for quite some time that might have made you feel less than, or might have taken away from your confidence. But you're shining a light here with the radiant light and the let it shine and this peacock spirit. I think this gives the confidence in the situation in order for things to really move. And I feel sweet results await, because I do feel like in this situation, you're absolutely right. There is a possibility for greatness. There's a possibility for a future here, but you're really focused and fixated on an area or doing the same thing that's not resulting in results. Okay, and this is a treasure. I feel you feel it's a treasure, but you're needing to really weed out everything here that's clogging your progress, and you need to clear out this clutter. And this results in some sort of traumatic something or other here. It could be in your heart space, could be an experience you're having to shine a light on that makes you not as confident in yourself, that makes you a little skittish, maybe it makes you standoffish, maybe it makes a wall here, you know. And what you're needing to do is really look and shine a light here and nourish this side of you. Accept this as being a part of you. You might not be able to heal it fully in a way that you think is going to make it go away, but shining a light and recognizing that it's there feeds you this sort of energy that gives you confidence to move forward in your situation. Right now, it's stuck. There's a stopgap here, okay? Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, a stopgap. You're not able to move forward. No matter how great this opportunity is, no matter when you're supposed to act, Spirit is doing everything to shine this light. And for a lot of you guys, it could be tied back to a parental figure Could be tied back to, you know, somebody who you might have expected love from, an unconditional love, who's let you down, who might have let you down in a way that's caused trauma and sadness here at any point in your life. It could have been a very young childhood. It could have been a past relationship here, the mother of your child, your own mother, past situations. You're needing to feed into looking at this and feed yourself your healing energy in order for you to move forward. Some of this needs to be released, but you do need to look at this with courage. And in order for you to move on, you have to make peace with this, okay? And once you make peace with this, you're able to create a new future here towards what you want. I feel like there is an energy here of you really desiring a future here, but in order for you to get moving here, there needs to be kind of making peace with the past and finding what this is, this part of yourself that maybe you've shoved down, maybe you haven't acknowledged or addressed here for some time. And I do feel like this might be for a lot of you guys in order to progress here in a new relationship, an existing relationship, or just a relationship with yourself. Okay, because I do feel like something's being hung up. So maybe you haven't met the right person yet and you're not sure why not. Maybe you've met someone, you're not able to move forward because you're not quite sure. Something is holding you back or making you feel stuck. Or maybe, you know, you're wanting to move forward here in a situation or not sure exactly how to proceed, either whether it's with yourself again, into the next chapter of your life, or with an existing person in a partnership. This message is very loud from Spirit. There's a need to look at a situation here that's caused pain. Okay, could have been abandonment from a parent, could have been where we were neglected, could have been where we were disappointed or hurt. We need to learn to give ourselves unconditional love, and I feel like we need to find a way, and the way through to solve this is through this issue, through this pain, through this experience. Okay, I feel like this is going to give you the energy that you're needing in order to make something in your situation, in your current situation. So if it's stale, if you haven't been able to move forward, if things have been stagnant, this is why. Okay, so in order to bring a new breath, either in your own, you know, romantic life, or just in a whole here, in a partnership that you have going on, there has to be a new look from a new angle here. And I feel like you've been very fixated, tunnel vision, in trying to do everything but what you're needing to do here in this situation to try to make things work. Okay, maybe you've been very dedicated to the same structure, the same, you know, I was going to say talking script, or same focus that you've had for a while here in a situation. Maybe you've been, you know, if you aren't in a partnership or situation, maybe you've been in the same routine here, not knowing how to step out of this to meet someone or allow yourself to be free or have this light that people are drawn to. There needs to be acknowledgement here and making peace and a resolution with the past in order for things to start new. There's a mirror here reflecting you, okay, and you're distracted here and you're looking at treasure. You're wanting something here. You're imagining a better future and possibility, but it just is a possibility here. It's not really a reality. And I feel like the reality comes once we get rid of the clutter, once we acknowledge the pain, once we're able to accept something here for it being our burden and our ability to move past something. Now, that doesn't mean you have to forgive your parent or, you know, offer forgiveness to someone who has treated you unfairly, but is making peace with ourselves in order for us to breathe a new life, for us to turn the page and start a new chapter. So subconsciously, you might not recognize it is holding you back. It might be the cause of why you are doing what you're doing. Maybe you have some bad eating habits. Maybe you have some addictions. Maybe you have some areas of your life that you're repeating here on a subconscious level, thinking this is you, you know, and maybe this isn't you. Maybe this is how you're outputting energy based on an experience here that you've had, you know. So until you peel back the layers as to why are you, you know, maybe having these unhealthy eating restrictions or diets, or why are we, you know, because ingesting something could be, you know, ingesting, you know, YouTube videos, for example, or something here that we're doing that is not feeding our soul in a way that's helping us to progress. So I feel like there is this light inside you that wants to come through. And I feel like you do have a situation here that you know exactly what it is that you're wanting to move forward from. So if it's not a partnership here, somebody that you're connected with, maybe you're knowing now that you want a connection or that you want to move forward, but you feel kind of stuck, or why hasn't it happened? You know, maybe you're watching these YouTube videos saying, well, it's supposed to happen. Why hasn't it happened? Where is this? You're needing to kind of address something like this. And if you are in a situation, which I feel for a lot of you guys, if it is stuck and you're kind of continuously kind of engaging in the same way, you're getting the same results and things have not moved, you know, things have not moved, and there's a need to clear out any pain with mother healing here. And the number 8 again, like I said, is that strength card, facing fears. You know, what is it here that we've experienced in the past that we're bringing forward? You don't have to be a divine feminine so much, but it's stopping you from loving to the full capacity. So if you are a divine masculine, we have to get in tune with part of our divine feminine in order to feel a certain energy here that lets our light shine. Okay, if we block out all our feminine energy, we're now drawing in a certain type of energy. Now, I don't feel that everyone should be 100% balanced. You know, if you're masculine, you're masculine. You're feminine, you're feminine. We all carry masculine, feminine energy. So there's no need to get completely balanced. You know, if you want to, that's fine. But there is something here about, in order for you to move forward, there has to be a recognition of divine feminine energy, okay? Even if you're divine masculine, you might be completely closed off to the divine feminine energy here. And that's an ability to receive love, an ability to allow things to come towards you. Allow yourself to be gifted with love here, okay? Not be held back. So let's ask Spirit, anything I'm missing here, any further communication for beautiful pile number 3, Spirit, anything they need to hear right now, anything further to provide clarity, anything I've missed. Thank you so, so much, Spirit. I'm so blessed. Thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. We have the 5 of Swords, which is depicting the scene of the 5 of Cups in this shuffle tarot. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which depicts the 10 of Swords in this tarot deck. And then we have the 8 of Wands, which is depicting the 8 of Swords scene here in this tarot. I love, love, love this shuffle tarot. I think I've expressed that many times on this channel since I've got it. Here's the shuffle tarot. I have reviewed that. For those of you guys who haven't heard yet, I create a playlist. You can see all my tarot reviews there. You will find the review of this tarot deck. Absolutely love it. But yeah, so what I'm seeing here, I mean, all 3 of these cards are not a very pleasant card, okay? Either this is the 5 of Swords or the 5 of Cups. Either which way, 5s are all about challenge, conflict. The 5 of Swords is where nobody really wins. We could be in a mental prison. We could be held back. We could be saying hurtful things. We could be self-sabotaging, okay? 5 of Cups, we're sad, we're depressed because of maybe the way circumstances are unfolding. We might feel like we're not really in control of circumstances here. So either which way, this feeling is not a great feeling, okay? But I do feel like with the 5s, especially the 5 of Cups, we still have the 2 cups which remain, which again is this partnership. I feel like there is something here to be salvaged. There is a partnership here, and you're being asked to get out of your head. You're being asked to get out of a state here where there's conflict being caused, and it could be caused by your own mindset. You know, and it's like a vicious circle. We could tell ourselves we might not be good enough, and we might feel very sad. And then we start to act or say things we don't mean, resulting in more 5 of Cups, things we don't want. And we're kind of in this vicious loop. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles is a predominantly positive card, because 10 of Pentacles is all about our legacy, our stability, our future we built for ourselves, for a family. But depicted in the 10 of Swords, this is the ending. This is a painful ending. So what I feel is happening here is that your stability, you know, to have a legacy for your future, depends on you allowing yourself to come together here in a way that allows you to trust in the stability you're building for yourself here. And I think what you tell yourself and how you act and what in your thoughts really come into play when it comes to your stability and your legacy, okay? I feel there is a loyal energy around you with the dogs here, but I feel like you're not allowing yourself here, either what you're saying in a situation or what you're thinking in a situation. I feel like you're being trapped here, okay, by your own thoughts. So I feel like you're passionate about something here. I feel you want forward movement. The Eight of Wands is all about forward movement, having breakthrough, communication. You know, this is progress. In this isn't progressing. This is giving me Eight of Swords, where we're a prisoner to our own thoughts. You know, we're held back by our own limitations, what we're telling ourselves, what we might believe to be true, and now we're limited. So I feel like there's something you want to move towards. You want to communicate. You want to have movement. You want to have a breakthrough, but you're held back. And that's the exact energy I was picking up here, is because we might be focused on doing something, saying something, focused in on something that's actually limiting us, that's restricting us. No matter how passionate, no matter how much we desire this fresh start or movement, we're not moving. We're held back. We're limited, and we're limited because of our own thoughts. We're limited because of our own self-sabotaging, right? And, you know, how do we address this? I think we really have to look at our own wounds, our own experience here, and we've experienced something painful. Okay, we might have tucked it away and think this has nothing to do with it, but it really does. This is going to plant your stability here, and it's going to make or break you in a way that you might, you know, you might have an ending here that I don't think you're expecting here when it comes to planning something here for your future, because of a mindset, because of being held back. No matter how passionate you are, you might, you know, have an ending here that I don't think you're wanting. So I do feel like you want forward movement, okay? Take a look at where there might be pain here. How do you begin? I mean, I feel like just recognizing here that, again, if it resonates, it resonates. I don't want to impose that you have pain or underlying childhood issues if you're not experiencing this. But if it's been a challenge for you to move forward in a connection here, you know, or even, you know, just move forward with your heart space here, I feel like you know that there's something here you're needing to release, you know, and there is sweet results awaiting here, because I do feel like there is a connection here, or there is a loyal energy here that, you know, is on the other side of this. But you're going to have to go through this. You're not going to find a way around. I think you've been trying to find a way, every which way, to get around this, you know, because it's easier to not have to deal with this over, under, around. But no, we have to go through this, peel this back. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it might be tied into what you're ingesting, okay? Maybe unhealthy food, like I said, addictions, obsessions, something here that is not feeding you, and it's contributing to your health. And you might not be correlating the two, but it really is. So if you find your, you know, your patterns here, your habits, your hobbies, whatever you want to call it here, that's not progressing your life, it is stemmed from something here that you've experienced. You're really having to take a good hard look at this, you know, not divert, but actually look at it. The mirror is wanting you to look at this, okay, in order for you to get this treasure. But I feel you're wanting this treasure, you're wanting to get there without doing the work here. You need to look in this mirror. I mean, you don't need to do anything, but I feel you really want this treasure. So in order for you to receive, you know, these sweet results, in order for you to receive this beautiful gift that I feel is already around you, there's a need to reflect. There's a need to be honest with self. A need to let your light shine. I feel like this, once your light shines, okay, this will open the opening here to your heart space in order for things to move forward. And how do we do that? We acknowledge maybe a bad habit, something we're doing here that was triggered by a pain, a deep wound, a child wound that we're hanging on to from either a mother figure, a parental figure, an experience we've had here, okay, maybe in a relationship with someone, maybe a spouse, but we're needing to really peel back the layers here. And I feel you need to be curious about this, you know, allow yourself to ask these questions, okay, curiosity here. And we have igniting courage, and we've seen that 8 coming up several times, which is us getting right in tune with our strength in order to face whatever this is. So let's read this Radha. Soul flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. So we need to heal before we obviously step into relationship here with other. So let's pull 2 cards here of guidance from Spirit in your situation here. Spirit, can we get 2 cards of guidance for beautiful pile number 3 before we wrap up this reading? For pile number 3, 2 cards of guidance. So we have unconditional love, and then of course we have Turkey here. Unconditional love is giving me this divine feminine energy, because this is all about unconditional love and abundance. It says, my heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. So I might have to forgive someone here in which we've had pain, experienced pain from. And again, that doesn't mean you have to go and, you know, forgive this person, but at least allow ourselves to release any sort of resentments or hurt we're hanging on to. Turkey, confidence coming through again with this let it shine and this radiant light. Harvest, good things ahead. Affirmation, I strut my soul stuff in the world with confidence and charisma. So we have good things, take time to grow, and your time to shine will come. Practice gratitude and develop an abundant attitude, because the universe wishes to bestow many blessings upon you. Know that you are worthy of receiving good things in your life. You have plentiful resources to share with others, so it is safe to enjoy giving freely to others. Be open to healing from past wounds coming through, wounds around male energy. Connect with healthy pride and confidence to boost your esteem and give you the courage and worth to apply yourself to your goals. Well, here it talks about male energy, so could be developing your male energy here, but I do feel like there is a need for balance. Okay, we might be all in our feminine needing to get in our masculine, or vice versa. I do feel a strong masculine energy here, but not necessarily. I do feel there needs to be a focus on healing, an unconditional of self, and an experience you've had here. And I feel like this has impacted your confidence. Okay, your confidence to do what you need to do here. You need to boost your self-esteem. I feel like your light shines, your confidence shines once you acknowledge and take a look at something here that's impacting you, impacting your day in, day out, how you feed yourself, how you're feeding your relationship, impacting your health, most importantly here. So I feel there needs to be a focus, and instead of going all around, under and over, we're needing to go through, and that's the answer here. Okay, so the way forward is through this gold brick road. We have to walk through this. We have to really take a look at our situation here. All right, so this is what I have here for you guys. Pile number 3. Love you guys very much. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and leave a like. I will see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye.